For the first time here on FTD Facts, we're looking at a dedicated video featuring facts about the Muslim holy book, the Quran. How's it going, guys? My name is Leroy Kenton, and this episode was requested by Burfi Laffy. There are definitely many things to say about the Quran, but for now I just have 10 things. So you definitely want to watch this video up until the end because these facts are really surprising and interesting. And guys, if you have suggestions for future topics, leave a comment down below or shoot me a message on Instagram and I'll feature you if I use your suggestion. So big respects, man. Thank you for contributing to FTD Facts and leaving your requests and watching our videos every time we post them. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's get into the facts now. So Muslims believe that the final prophet Muhammad received the verbal revelations by God through the angel Jibril, which is angel Gabriel, and this happened gradually over a period of 23 years. Muhammad was 40 years old when he received the first revelation in December of 609 CE, and he continued to receive revelations up until his death in 632 CE. By the time the Prophet Muhammad passed away in 632, the Quran actually didn't exist in a book form. It was Abu Bakr, who was the first caliph, who decided to actually compile the revelations into a book form. So the credit for organizing the Quran in a book goes to Abu Bakr and a group of scribes who helped him, and they produced a handwritten manuscript having the collection of verses for the Quran. So we hear the word all the time. What does the word Quran actually even mean? Well, the literal meaning for Quran means recitation. Next thing to note is that the Quran consists of 30 chapters and 114 surahs. The chapters are not arranged in the order that they were recited by Muhammad. They were, however, rearranged by the Prophet Muhammad and placed in a special order, although nobody knows why he placed them in that order anyways. But in general, the longer revelations can be found near the beginning of the Quran and the shorter ones are towards the end. Now, not every book that says it's the Quran is the Quran. Muslims consider the original Arabic words in which the Quran was recorded to actually be the authentic Quran, and other translations in different languages are considered incomplete and not authentic. So if you want to actually read the Quran, you got to learn some Arabic and go read it yourself. Now, another interesting fact is that if all the Qurans in the world today were destroyed, the original Arabic would still remain. This is because there are millions of Muslims called Hafiz or guardians or memorizers depending on the context, and they have memorized the Quran literally letter for letter, word for word. Also, chapters from the Quran are recited in each of the 5 formal prayers that happen daily just so that Muslims can keep it fresh in their mind. The most expensive Quran actually sold for $2.3 million. This was back in the year 2007. Now, it doesn't make it the most valuable holy book because there was a Bible that was sold for $5.5 million in 2008. It still, however, is a ton of money. $2.3 million? Really? The Quran that sold for that amount of money was dated back to June of 1203. And it was considered the oldest complete and dated copy of the Quran that's known. In 2008, Sayyid Najmul Hassan Chishti from India, he got the world record for creating the largest handwritten Quran. The world record was then taken in 2011 by a Quran in Russia that weighed 1,763 pounds. It was decorated with gold and silver and other stones. And then a few months later, the largest Quran was unveiled in Afghanistan, and that one weighed 1,102 pounds. So it looks like there's a fascination with trying to make the biggest Quran. Maybe the bigger the better, who knows? Now, no actual women are mentioned by name in the Quran except for one, and that's Mary or Maryam, the mother of Jesus. There are 2 entire chapters. There's chapter 3 about the family of Maryam and chapter 19, which is just about Maryam. These chapters go into a lot of detail about how Mary had a virgin birth. And the final thing I want to share is sort of along these lines, but the name of the Prophet Muhammad is mentioned only 4 times in the Quran, which is surprising. And the name Ahmed also appears, which is apparently a variant of the name for Prophet Muhammad. That's mentioned only once in the Quran. However, the name Jesus is mentioned far more than Muhammad's name. Jesus by name can be found in the Quran in 25 different places. On top of that, Jesus is referenced more than any other person in the Quran. But not all the mentions were by name. Instead, some of the references say the Messiah, or the Son of Mary, things like that. The Quran even mentions how Jesus went to heaven and will return again, which is a very Christian belief. I found this one very, very, very fascinating. Okay guys, so that's all I have for this episode. Big thanks to Burfy Laffy for requesting this topic. Yeah, definitely some serious teamwork went down for this one, and I can't wait to see what other topics that you guys request. Other than that, just leave your thoughts and comments about anything that I shared in this video. Join in on the conversation. I look forward to reading your comments as well. And for more videos like this, just tap the annotation right here that you see on your screen. And if you want to follow me on social media, my links are below in the video description section as well. Also hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you can join the FTD Facts family. And come back here tomorrow for another video. We post daily, so yeah, I'll see you soon.